Hey everyone, welcome to the YouTube channel. This time we are going to do binary search. Okay, so let's say you want to search an element inside the array and you have a sorted array. So doing a linear search would work, of course, but there's a better way. So we can use binary search over it. So in linear search, what we have to do is we have to iterate over each and every element, check whether it is equal to the element we want to search or not, and then proceed further accordingly. What binary search does is that it reduces our search space by half every time. By every iteration, it reduces the array by 2, by half. Okay, so like our search space is reduced, then what happens is, let's say we have an array 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so what how this algorithm would work is, it will, let's say we want to search for the element 4. So first it will start from the beginning index and the ending index. Okay, it will begin from the start. So this is 0 and this is let's say 4. Okay, so 0 plus 4 divided by 2 would be 2, that is 0, 1, 2, that would be 3. Great. So this is the middle element. So what we'll do is we'll find the middle element and then compare it to the element that we want to search. Let's say we want to search 4. We'll compare it with 3. Now 4 is greater than 3. So now it's pretty intuitive that where will 4 be found? To the right of the 3, because all the greater elements lie on the right side of the 3 middle element, because this array is sorted. So that's how binary search makes pretty clever use of the condition that the array is sorted. It can be in decreasing order also, but that's how it works. So yeah, let's say we wanted to search 2. So what we'll calculate the middle element, that would be 3, because 0 plus 4 by 2 is 2, and that index would be 0, 1, 2. So this would be the middle element. Now what we'll do is we'll compare it with the element we want to search. So the 2 is less than 3. So where would 2 lie? On the left part of the 3, because that's where all the smaller element than 3 lie. So okay, so what we'll do, we'll discard this part of the array and only search in this part. Similarly, when the number we find is when the number we have to find is greater than 3, then we'll discard this part and only search to the right of the array, because that's where all the greater elements are present. Great, great. Okay, what if the number is equal to the middle element? Let's say it's 3. What now? So we calculated the middle element and we are going to return true, because we found the number that we wanted to search. Great. So this is what we're going to do recursively. We're going to call recursion on the part where we want to search the element in. Let's say the number is 4. So we want to search in the right part of the array from the mid. So we'll call recursion on the right part. And if we want to search on the left part, let's say the number was 2, then we'll call recursion on the left part. So this is the idea behind the binary search. Okay, let's try and code it. So okay, when will we stop? When will we stop? We'll stop when the start becomes greater than end, because that's how we know we have exhausted all our elements and we could not find any element that matches the element we want to search. Okay, so that would be our base condition. Like, that's when we know we have to stop now. Otherwise, we'd keep on calling the function recursively and it would give us a stack overflow error. Okay, so great. So the base condition would be, if start is greater than end, then we have to return false, because now we know, like, we could not find the element. We have searched all the elements and we could not find the number that we were looking for. Great. Now let's calculate our mid. Mid would be start plus end divided by 2. That's yeah, like that would be our middle index. Okay, great. So now I'm going to compare that element at middle index with the number I want to search. So if the element on the index mid is greater than the number that I want to search. If it is greater, then that means our number will lie on the left part of the array. So what I'll do is I'll make a recursive call on the left part of the array. Okay, great. Now how do I tell the recursive call that you only have to search on the left part of the array? Since uh, we are only going to search on the left part, so now our end is reduced to the index preceding the middle index, because now the start is the same, because the left part initially the start is the same, but we have to end before the middle element. So okay, our starting index would be the same, but we would have to end our search one element before the middle index, because now we know the number we have to search would lie left to the middle element. Okay, great, great, great. Now else if, now if the middle element is, let's say, uh, less than the number we want to search, middle element is less than the number we want to search. Now what happens is the number will be present, we know that the array is sorted, so number will be present on the right part of the array. Great. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to call recursion on the right half or the right part of the array. So what I'll say is return binary search on the right part of the array. How am I going to tell the recursive call that you only have to search on the right part? I'll increase my starting point, because end is the same, it's not changed. End is the same as the earlier, but now we have to only now we have to start from the element one element greater than the middle. So index one index greater than the higher than the middle index. So start would be mid plus 1, end would be the same. Okay, great. So this is how our recursive call would look like. Else, like the middle element is not smaller than the number we want to search, the middle element is not greater than the number we want to search, then what? Then what is the condition? It is equal. So that means we have found our element. So basically middle element is the element that we are looking for. So we are going to return true. Then that means we have found our element that we were looking for. Okay, let's quickly try to run this program. Okay, it has compiled. Okay, so we were searching for 27 and 27 was not found, as you can see in the array. Let's try to search for a number. Okay, let's try to search for a number which might exist. Let's say reduce it to 10, so that it only gives a random integer between 10 to 20. Great. So we were searching for 10 and we found it. So great. That's how the algorithm works and the code is working. So yeah, I hope you got a clear idea about how recursive binary search works. If you like the video, press the like button. If you think there are any changes that I need to do, sure, comment, and don't forget to subscribe and stay safe, guys. This is a really crucial time for us. Okay, bye bye.